How's you guys doing? I forgot I was dealing with the behemoth again. Not looking forward. Oh, we got a mission here. Anyways. Day's been a day. I'm sorry to hear about that, Diablo. Or happy if days typically are good. Welcome, Azrivan. Reniwa. Furinka-san, welcome, Azrivan. Yeah, we're building a satellite uplink. And repairing that research lab. I didn't know that I actually built the, I didn't know that Phoenix R&D4 was actually built, actually. I didn't figure it wasn't. Alexander 60, welcome once again, man. Entertaining and those interesting topics, but so annoying. You make a very good point about me and my overall content. Not even gonna attempt to like argue against that. It's just, that's just how it is. So my question now is... I guess I should just do it then. Hold on, how's the personal looking there? Ah, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Wait, hold on, what is it? Locating the Strata Pandora mutation has taken hold of the minds of the Anna Splinter Group commit. I guess I'll go for it. If I'm not annoying, I'm doing something wrong. Agni, welcome, how's it even? Oh no, my steak is too lobstery. Finally, we're going home to Agartha. Wait for me, Yakub. Okay, wait. I thought Agartha was closer to was farther north. Was it Antarctica? I guess it would make sense for it to be past the Great Ice Wall after all. Oh wait. I remember now. I actually remember now. Do I want to do this? Because I remember last time I touched this ended in a squad wipe. Yeah, I'm gonna go right on back. Back to their team. Ancestral memory. Possibly. I have a canker sore right now. Sipping is physically painful. Alright, you know, it really doesn't matter what we do, because no matter what we do, we're still gonna end up having to go to a place. So, you know, screw it. Let's have our team head over here. Alright, intelligence support, and then Dragon Champion. Don't tell me these guys got flamethrowers. Oh, acid grenades. Pandorans have enhanced their capability with acid-based combat systems. Wait, Synedrian mist-repelling helmet module. You're gonna look really dumb, but it gets rid of the mist, which is kinda nice. But again, you're gonna look stupid. Right, welcome, Riven. Alright, listen. The world has ended, but that's not a reason to be mean about it, okay? just because the world came to an end doesn't suddenly mean that you can just start being all mean to everyone. No, some might go so far as to argue that's more than enough reason to start being mean to people. Wait, so this thing doesn't actually... The shock lance doesn't paralyze. Well, that's mildly disappointing, but it is an actual upgrade from Murdoch's fist, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, no, it's just straight up on Murdoch's fist. Doesn't vibe the same though. So now how am I gonna have my guy who's literally just ahead at this point do it? Nah, it'd have paralyzing damage, it just shocks. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, to think the shock does actually increase the likelihood of the enemy just kind of not being able to do anything. It does not, however, massively change my opinion. What I really need to do is somewhere, guys. I need to, like, start looking into modding my guys more. Like, Takeshi is, like, the only guy who's had some work done. And in some capacity, I feel a little bad about it, because, you know, I feel like I could be doing better. Also, God. You're not wearing it because it looks cool, okay? You're...
Research complete.
CEO spies. Alright, let's look into here. Firearm vivisection. Standard issue mint core autocannon. Is it worth using is a very good question. I guess you can go for it. Actually, I should probably prioritize rocket technology, because, that actually will do something for us. Do I care not to do light snipers? I don't know. Also, I haven't had a single Pandorian attempt to attack a Phoenix base. I don't know how worried about that I should be. Food shortage. You are low on food, so you need to keep your soldiers alive and healthy. Here's some suggestions. Alright, bad news, guys. Bad news, team. We're running out of food. Though, for what it's worth, I've got at least one food production place currently being made right now, so it's kind of a bit of a sure we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. Ah, lucky Raven. Look, almost even.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Antediluvian post-civilization. The archaeological evidence you have collected points to a startling conclusion. The civilization of our planet first arose from a much longer time ago than commonly believed. More than 2 million years ago, in fact, this globe-spanning civilization was created by a race of advanced hominins that preceded Homo sapiens. Are we going into the Neanderthals were actually spacefarers thing here? I hope this is a Neanderthals were actually spacefarers thing. Everything will be daijoubu once we begin cannibalism. Yes. Let's see here. Reaching a significant level of technological development before being destroyed by an unknown force. Small groups of these hominins survived for some time after the fall of the civilization, intermingling with Homo sapiens and passing along elements of their language and history, which formed the basis of the flood myths that are so common in cultures around the world. Could the unknown force that destroyed the antediluvians have been the Pandora virus? If so, how did the rest of the planet survive? We must find out more. See, based on reconstructing limestone writings about antediluvian civilization, there are two potential sites that match the description of Simon's notes. It's impossible to know which one is the right one. We'll be fine, I'm sure of it. Ah, frick! Hey. Okay, and then we send Manticore Prey to the same location because we're just kind of doing wave tactics here. Alright, let's see here. The Hawk for 41k light sniper rifle gives our snipers great ability to respond to multiple Pandoran threats. Whilst it's not as powerful as heavier sniper rifles, its quicker aiming makes up for it. I guess that means it's just a regular sniper rifle, but like has a range of 2. Then somehow we won that one. No complaints here, at least. But I need to send Helios 4 back because it took too much damage and it needs repairs. I'm gonna be honest. I think maybe I should just focus on the main body here. You know, I think maybe focusing on the main body really is going to be the better option going forward. like it kind of feels like that actually ends up getting us the results we're looking for. By liberating India. Listen, India's mostly crabs at this point. And I'm not just making a questionable joke there. Nah, seriously though, it's covered in mist. Frankly, the country's gone at this point. You know, the UK is holding up surprisingly well. So what happens if I build another? Like, let's just say we build another... Where is it? Where is it? I mean, food production isn't that expensive to run. Let's just build 2 more food production things here. Bah! Prince Phoenix, look on the city, man. Let's see here. Ream Corporation. We call it Ream. Or R-E-M-E as in Ream. Get your minds out of the gutter, you slobs. It means digging a hole. Digging hole. Proper names: Rare Earth and Mineral Extraction Corporation Site 8 Alpha. But who has time to say all that, eh? Jacqueline Wissop, known to his people as Jack, is unfazed by the apocalypse. He's had 2 careers, one in the military, the other is running a small Australian mining company. This has left him with a practical attitude. If there's a problem, you don't moan about it, you fix it. The current problem this haven is facing is a little bigger, however. We mine and we trade, alright? That's how I survive. Mining's hard work on the best of days, but now you got a Pandorian colony going right on top of one of our mines. There's a lot of problems I know how to solve, but this one, we could use some help. Alright, let's do it. You're in Australia. Your haven's in Australia. And you want me to go all the way to freaking South America to fix your mine. I will take my time on this one. Oh, I guess the behemoth is done. Alright then, time to start sending the Helios somewhere else so we can start searching for stuff. Let's see, we must limit the Pandorians and what you see. Walter Ivan tosses from the crypt. This place does not seem welcoming even for a crypt. Don't be a baby about it. Maybe the crab people aren't so bad. Now listen, Coburn. Be that as it may. Fuck, I really don't know. I actually quite like the air battles. I think they're an important part of XCOM.
Ready, willing, and able. Let's roll. Hostile spotted.
Wait, where is he? Over there? Okay, this is the one with claws. Yeah, okay, so we just let him come to us.
On the move.
If anything, maybe we could just be a little bit sneaky and try to see if we can... You know, it just dawned on me that now we're not getting through there either. I can live with this. No, that's not one of the ones with the machine guns. Don't worry, if it has a machine gun, it forgoes the regular claw.
Here. Moving out.
This might be a little overkill. Okay, perhaps I've done something wrong there. Well, the important thing is that the Pandorians will be required to run through a bunch of fire for this. I'm sorry, Bigot Berry. If you must leave, I understand. I will cry, but I understand. Nah! He didn't do it! It's kind of opening wood, honestly. No, we're not evacuating.
Ready to fire.
Okay, so he's... Oh, he swapped out the... Oh, they're swapping... Some of these guys are swapping out their shields. Look at that, it's actually a little interesting.
Bullseye.
Alright, we can skip this guy. Huh. Yeah, I didn't expect to see a shotgun in there.
Taking aim. Hostile down.
I'm here.
Okay, take cover. And I guess the rest of this team, I just gotta send them forward because I don't really know what else to do with them.
I'm ready.
Okay,
Moving.
wait, we can get some shots in.
Aiming.
Ah, dude. I gotta say, one thing I really appreciate in these games is that they have fire in them. Like, decent fire effects are one of those things that not enough games do. I love the free aim. The free aim does unironically actually make the game better.
Here I am.
Look, I'll send Mr. Technician over. Just to kind of get our main guy going again. And it costs 2 AP to deploy a turret. Let's freaking go.
Nothing's getting past me.
And we're as well off as it can be, so... Yeah, that's all. That's all. Look, all I'm saying is... Everybody's over here complaining about ammo, but I'm just saying... There's a lot of gas out there. Yeah.
5x5.
It's nice to see the world being just a little bit cleaner.
Here we go.
One day it will all be clean, you know. Bonk.
Let's do this. Moving to position.
Can you be allowed to just jump back like that? Look, for what it's worth, technically, that's just because he has robot legs. I'm gonna be honest, the rocket leap is unironically one of the most useful abilities for a character running melee weapons. Like, it just one of those things where I have
5 by
only
5.
ever seen benefits from it. No, why would you waste gas on a nail gun? Wonderful. One of his legs is disabled. Okay. We can fix this. Field medic is an insanely useful skill, by the way. Oh, frick, his legs are in particular really, like, not very good. Okay, so we cannot suppress, or we can't really do anything there. God, kidding me! We needed that hit! Dang it! We needed that hit!
What's our plan?
I think Valkyria Chronicles has been mentioned before. Oh, wait a second. I thought it said that would do damage. It's whatever. It's whatever. Either way, we gotta still send in the spider drones to do their spider drone things. I think I am familiar. You guys, did any of you guys ever play Codename Steam? I think that one was like a Pokemon situation. Where, like, you know, the developers, where Intelligent Systems tried to strike out and do something that wasn't Fire Emblem and were aptly punished because they're not supposed to make things that aren't Fire Emblem.
On the move.
Pretty sure it was Intelligent Systems. I'm gonna be honest, That was one of the weirder games that was out on the 3DS.
I got this covered.
All set. Five by five.
Yeah, it featured all of the, featured, Marth, Ike, Robin, and Lucina. Because they were in Smash Brothers. Look, for what it's worth, they needed an excuse to have amiibo functionality because that's just how it was back in those days. And I'll be honest, I think the Fire Emblem amiibos had some of the better functionality out of pretty much all the amiibos, honestly. But what is the deal with Abraham Lincoln? That's kind of what made that game kind of weird because it featured like a lot of like it featured a lot of weird American mythological characters. Also, Freck. He got 2 broken legs and we couldn't afford one. He now has no movement ability. We can fix it, don't worry, but like, there's a little bit of a problem still. Ah, fuck. I was leaning on my arm and now I fell asleep. This is so tragic, chat. This is so tragic. Alright, wait, hold on. Okay, and somehow he still has basically maxed out HP. Either way, was able to get that sorted in the best way I knew how.
On it.
What's our plan? Moving now.
Pues, ¿cómo nos digan? And yes, yeah, Claymore Phoenix Point. I do intend to take this to its logical conclusion. It's just gonna take me some time, is all. You know. Alright, Takeshi, how many fingers are we holding up? How many legs do you have left? Don't forget the heavy oil. It's part smoke. Oh. Noted.
All set. Double time.
Think that's as good as it's getting.
Receiving loud and clear.
No, Night Talker. I had no legs or fingers. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Blush. I didn't know. One thing I really like about the way that you do damage in this game,
What's our move?
you hit an enemy just right. You can actually take out all of, like, their more important, like, you can actually take out their weapons. Hmm? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if you need to. Alright, listen, we are very understanding in here.
Identifying target.
Enemy killed.
Ganza! Baka Maziriban! Look, all I'm saying is, in this particular firefight, it's a different scenario. I'm guessing field medic isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. Let's just heal him like normal and we'll call it a day from there. Because field medic isn't like perfect. I'm sorry to hear that, Gonzo. I definitely hope the next time's a little bit better.
What's our plan?
And I also thought the move was going well.
Switching. Channel open.
Oh. That was it. Alright then. Bah. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Honestly, now that we have the field medic skill, it does make it's kind of a game changer. Let's see, we have successfully obtained the tome from what used to be the Tasso family crypt. The Pandarians that invested the underground lab and eliminated, leaving us still tasked with trying to Walter and presenting him with our findings. Mighty Bear, thank you for the sub. Like, I got the resources to get a new Phoenix base up and running, but like, we also need to start working on other stuff though. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna send a gift over here. Because I think we should start doing some quests. Yeah, that sound effects keep expecting bitty bitty. That is fair. That is fair. I need to get a proper sound effect specifically for it. I'd highly recommend to do that, because, you know, makes it stick out a little more. You know, I think I can probably eat a couple of, losing a couple of New Jericho people. I find it funny how New Jericho still has a higher population than Synedrian. It goes to show that Synedrian is, frankly speaking, the worst. Is there anything worth going to Destroyed Havens over? No, it's just a point you can go to. I've enjoyed Phoenix Point so far. It's not quite classic XCOM, but like, it definitely gets the idea pretty close though. Alright, who else is in Manticore 3? Alright, Scarab, Mutoid, Heavy, and Sniper. Wait, what class is this? Okay, the Mutoid is Assault. What kind of salt is he? I don't know. He's Assault though. I know, I'm extremely funny. I can't help myself. I'm the worst. XCOM Sans Snake Sea. For what it's worth, this game, though it lacks Snakeacy, it does, however, have what's it called? Hold on, what's this space looking like? Okay, there's living quarters here. And a medical bay. Alright, I'm having everybody sit over here then. Also, we've got a haven that has a satellite uplink. Because if so, that actually is useful. We can always use more satellite uplinks. Again, needs to be stressed. New Jericho has the right idea with some of this. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave the gift here for a bit, and I'm just gonna send
Research complete.
Alright, we got our rocket launchers. Fire resistant technology. This way I can kind of just ignore the whole everything getting caught on fire thing. Archangel RL1. You know, the 100 blast damage is a little underwhelming. Considering the thing's probably a one-shot anyways. Oh yeah, I forgot that I've actually got stuff to do here. Let's see here. Also, I said we gotta keep that narrow pistol around. Okay, so grab a raven. Take that off there. And I think that should do us just fine actually, because we need better gear. I don't know why this reminds me of Destiny. You know, I could see where you're coming from there. I could have sworn there was another weapon that we got that was upgraded recently. Can't for the life of me remember what it was. Hold on. Did I lose the sound? I lost the sound. What the fuck? How did my headphones get unplugged? I'm messing around with my guy's gear right now. Cause speaking of, I should. Devastator! Welcome, how's your day been? I thought you hated me / were dead. See, attacks from enemies within 10 tiles deal 25% less damage. I'm gonna be honest, I think like Berserker Heavy is a good combo. But like, I think start making Berserker your main class be the one there. Dude, I don't know what to do here because O'Brien has really good melee options. But he's our designated heavy. And I was like, this part of me is thinking, Einar needs to be like freaking redone with all that stuff. Maybe I should just cut off Barnabas's legs and we call it a day. I mean, for what it's worth. Move on despite my order 66 haters. Yeah, so what's up with that? I mean, I'm not trying to pry or anything. I know you're kind of like a bit, you know, you care a lot about your privacy, but like, you know, I'm just curious, just curious. really expensive to cut off his legs. How much of a loss in defense are we talking here? That is a fairly substantial loss in defense. But if it comes down to it, I could just give him the armadillo legs and we call it a day. Cause like, the armadillo legs are basically just... They're better than his crown armor. I'm torn. I'm very torn. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Choice paralysis. I'm getting hit with choice paralysis. This is terrible. I've already got a berserker. Don't need you. Don't like your facial hair. I know red flag facial hair when I see it. Actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, lame. Don't want him. Don't want him. Actually, wait, our current, because we do have. Yeah, this guy. What's he working with? I don't really have anything else to say there. Just stay. It's okay, I suppose. Thought I enjoyed red flags. Fair statement. Oh yeah, I should probably also get a mutation lab built. How much does that cost you though? Let's see here. Last was mutated and produces mutagens that material for mutations. We'll need it at some point anyway, so it's whatever. And Phoenix Point itself has a training facility. Good. I genuinely have no clue how you're expected to ever run out of power, by the way, for our base. be a berserker if I was in Norwood Forest. TBH? I don't know what that is.
Research complete.
See, firearm vivisection. Intelligence level of the creature is low. For all intents and purposes, the specimen can be classified as a biological smart bomb than an actual creature. It is no regard for its own safety or anything else as long as it reaches its target. The mechanism through which it homes in on humans remains unknown. Sense, sound, sight, and biological particles have been ruled out, leaving the possibility of some sort of psychic detection. The life specimen is simple behavioral patterns where they have learned enough for our soldiers to gain some advantage against them in battle. The agnostics of Shekna would like to ask our operatives some questions about their experiences in the field. In exchange for this information, she is willing to share a copy of the Book of the Inner Workings, a compilation of scientific insights produced under the guidance of the Shattered Hierarch. Sure. The list of questions is surprisingly long, delving into a huge variety of minute details, from types of mushrooms observed in ruins buildings to when and where rations are consumed. None of it's classified information, not much of it seems that useful. But the agnosticism is satisfied and gives the operatives the promised book. Uh-oh. Alright, we're sending some people over here. I don't even think that group is even built for this sort of thing, but they kinda gotta go. For what it's worth, they need... Actually, wait a second, let's just verify a couple of things first. Okay, you are not equipped for this. Let's be honest here. Yeah, this is a solid thing to set up as far as things go. Alright, edit units. Equip loadout. And equip all gear. Is that all? Unfortunately, armor is one of those things that ends up coming and really not being common enough sometimes. Then I can at least justify giving you a Gauss sniper. Go for an arrow pistol as well. Let's see here. Okay, this one's an infiltrator. I got a crossbow. And ironically, I actually had everything. Not a bad situation. Okay, I think. And everyone in this team has enough stamina. I don't think I should be too worried there. Let's see how effective is this. Damage 35. 35 burst 10. More effective range. I think I'm gonna keep the Phoenix shotgun. Just because it's easier this way. And a med kit, of course, because that makes life a little easier for all parties involved. Alright. I'm probably sending these guys off to their deaths, but it's kind of a whatever thing right now. This needs to be done, like, now. Because the alternatives are a lot of dead people. And I can't really afford that right now.
Check this out! Acquiring targets. Looking for an angle.
You know, I don't know for sure about the actual utility of the, just this in general. The crossbow.
Shake it, baby.
Is that really the vibe you're going for? Mr. Berserker.
Bang. More than good enough.
Did I see that new brown woman from Weave? No, I don't know. The one with the blonde, or I think they said it was white.
Already there.
The one with the light colored hair that's the protagonist. A protagonist. I think I know who you're talking about.
Remember the Book of Hope.
Oh, her! Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Can't remember her name for the life of me, but then again, I can't remember the name of any of these people, cause, yeah, that's just how it is right now. I've never been so unexcited for a Fire Emblem, honestly. And I got to go through, like, you know, coming to terms with Engage. Not really a very big fan, honestly. I think for me, I'm just kind of tired of how Fire Emblem character designs have been in recent years. They've all been kind of samey, you know? Well, maybe not samey, but I don't know. It's just like one of those things where Fire Emblem characters these days tend to be very, like, overly designed, it feels like. And it's just one of those things I just don't enjoy about it. Can't get into them the same way I used to.
Yes.
Ready? Moving to coordinates. I'm on Overwatch.
Waste of
Sure
ammo.
thing.
That
Come
was a
on.
warning
Just get to
shot.
work.
You got this!
Failed to connect there.
You really were my favorite pupil. The Avatar is coming back with the confirmation that yes, Korra destroyed the world. I'm gonna be honest. That is honestly really funny. Man, Korra really was just an absolute screw up as far as avatars went, huh? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just kind of like when it comes down to it, I've noticed a lot of Fire Emblem characters tend to have like really overly designed looks to them these days. And it's just one of those things I struggle to get past. That random berserker, honestly, was probably one of the most capable individuals we've seen so far. Probably didn't hurt that he was basically spawned over there, though. Kara's in the first female avatar. She is only the first lesbian avatar. Well, I know she wasn't the first female avatar. We had a female avatar as early as freaking episode like 8 of the original series. Saying, not like that's news or anything. Finally get a lesbian avatar though. And what happens? End of the world. What did you mean by this, Nickelodeon?
Let's show them what we can do. This stings.
Actually, it wasn't. I'm pretty sure that was actually a thing, like in lore too, where it's like they're like, you know, Kyoshi. Why do you insist on living so long? It's a genuine question, honestly. Like, God, lady, save some existence for the rest of us. Jeez. Starcat, welcome. Thank you for hydrating the posture. Everybody freaking. Everybody's judging me.
Here goes.
I'll be completely honest. Avatar is one of those series where, like, it's one of those, like, the more you know, the kind of worse it gets, honestly. Like, you slowly get reminded that it was honestly a fluke. I gotta feel like that is one of the worst aspects of it, in a way. Oh yeah, I forgot. This guy can just launch fire alarms. Wait, can he just launch fireworms anywhere he wants? Let's just say right here. Hi, guys! is there a limit? He can just launch fireworms. Anywhere he pleases. With zero consideration for the well-being of those he throws the fireworms at. Get fireworms, idiot. I'm pretty sure you got older than that, but we'll pay for the collateral damage, don't worry. That medkit use was wasted. I mean, there's gotta at least be like a character whose like age is just like some insane number. Fine, doesn't matter. He died valiantly. He died valiantly so that I wouldn't have to have any of my guys take damage because he decided to spawn in a bad place.
Smells like trouble. Hope I can find cover.
Alright, nothing of use in the backpack. I guess we may as well send Mr. Fireworm over here to go. Okay, they do not have very far movement though. So we can just keep throwing them? Just infinite fireworms. I'm gonna be honest. I think this guy might have just rendered the infiltrator completely useless. They have. I really can't say with certainty though. Oh yeah, no, Kyoshi's really old. Wait, was Kyoshi lesbian? I don't think she was. I don't think she was stated to be lesbian.
I hope I get them.
I think Mr. Berserker over here is about to die though. Not looking too good for him.
Oh!
It is by the grace of God that you are still alive. Ugh, and they're killing all my fireworms. Wait, did they all die? Alright, maybe they're not as good as I was thinking they would be. But I mean, the fireworms are free, which does make this an extremely useful option to have.
Here. Let's go.
This is going to make all. Watch this.
NVMQ shows up minimum buy. Maybe. Probably. Most likely. Look, if it can be questioned at all. Everybody just says that they're buying, it makes everybody's life a little bit easier. Nah, I definitely think the Kyoshi Warriors were crown smashing, just a hunch. I mean, you gotta remember, that's just prison rules. That's just how prison works. Alright, you go to jail, and then you do some gay stuff, because that's just how jail works.
Looks dangerous.
Now, if you're not at least a little bit gay in prison, I think if anything, you know, it's fair to ask questions. People are allowed to ask questions.
What's our plan?
Yeah, no, it's like college. If you don't walk out of college without getting some kind of an STD, then frankly, you didn't get the whole experience. It's an important part of the experience. It's an extremely important part of the experience. Uh-oh. Well, that's not so bad. Don't be a baby about it. You got this. It don't gotta be over. Wait, did a tie pop in or?
Receiving loud and clear.
I didn't see a tie pop in. Bah! This is just a bad move. Didn't even place the shield down right.
Let's go.
Moving. Let's just get this over with.
Well, nobody died. I'd say that went pretty well. And we saved the haven from getting destroyed. That was definitely gonna go down if we didn't do anything, because seriously, that was not looking good for them. Wait, is why what I dropped out? I don't know. I don't know. Just see. Analysis of the Pandoran movement patterns have failed to identify the origin, the exact location of the Pandoran colony. Response to the attack remains unknown. Colony attacks within the Phoenix base scanning range. Yeah, I know. See, if you go back just a few generations, he says, pointing at a page in the book, you start finding connections with so many other people in this haven. We're all connected to each other, and those connections matter. And when you think about it, even those of our citizens who are not from here, you don't have to go so far back to find a link to them either. Humanity is one. So you're saying is, your entire colony is built on Wincest. he's just like, I wouldn't call it incest. No, but it's totally incest. I mean, what else could it be? It's just filial affection. Yeah, sure. Funny way to say Wincest. Escape. Okay, this is a medical bay. Those man's quick, they looking. Oh, man's quick, they can just move out whenever it needs to. And so I will. Where'd I send them? For what it's worth, we're slowly running out of stuff to do on this side of the world. Maybe it's time for us to go somewhere else. Also, there's a lot of disciples of our new guys over here. Let's see here. Anton, but Prime, Pandora, Citadel. So this is believed to be the peak of bird evolution, lacking any known weak spots. The specimen is capable of complex thinking and command capability around the battlefield. When encountered, it is recommended to be taken out first. Oh. Also, I gotta be honest. Oh, wait. This is a new one. Species classification CY Alpha 1. Considered to be the apex Pandorian creature, the specimen is believed to have strategic intelligence as well as the capability to psychically control troops on a global scale. The creature is giant in size, capable of destroying buildings with its massive arms or leaping on them. Observations have shown that it's capable of emitting mist and spawning mind fraggers. That's scary. Alright, not much to really talk about here. A group of unknown individuals masquerading as a member of Sindarian is still on valuable energy research from Atix. We must secure the lab and retrieve the research. Kinda just seeing where the corruption goes. That's not going quite. It's not like speeding up quite as fast as I was expecting it to. Disabling a body part as soon as that body part's armor. Got that. I just don't know what to do with this character. And I know I should probably give this guy a new class, but I don't really know what to do with him either. Like, he's good, he's got good stuff there, but like... I don't know, it's just kind of awkward. I'm just dumping into his, I guess figure this out. Alright, let's see how this goes. Dude's just like a Jet Set Radio character. Look, I'm not gonna sit down and say, I'm not a massive fan of the designs in this game. They could, like, the armor could look nicer. The armor itself could look nicer. A little Fortnite. Yeah, look. Like, I'll be honest, I kind of would have preferred if, like, maybe the armor looked a bit more, I guess, tactical. Or even if it just kind of looked a little bit, like, you know, a little bit silly, even.
I was born ready.
Like, if it pulled a bit from, like, you know, old school XCOM aesthetics, you know?
I'll be right there.
Okay, Synergy and Assault. Both of them have 1 corruption. I wonder where that came from.
Receiving.
Probably nowhere.
Can't wait.
Like, I guess if I had to describe what I think the armor looks like in this game, it's kind of like they wanted armor that looked like XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Acquiring target.
But they kind of didn't understand, like, you know, the aesthetics there. Granted, I'll be honest, I don't like the armor aesthetics in Enemy Unknown. I think the main issue I have is that they really should have made the power armor like much bigger.
I'm going in.
Like, I kind of get why, cause like this game does have multiple factions. It's like they're kind of supposed to not have an explicit visual language to them. Uh-oh.
Connection established. Let's think big.
You know, I find it funny how Synedrian is like, they're kind of the good guys. And they're the ones that give us, and they're the ones that do the poison weapon research. I don't know, it just seems a little bit funny that of all the people, it's the dirty commies that end up being the ones who, research bioweapons.
Calculating.
In my sights. Ugh.
Checking your status.
But then again, I guess when it comes to the visual identity of the different classes, there's also the matter of you get that Starfield syndrome where you design
Pushing on.
like armor for a character, and for some reason, or for a few different like groups of characters in your setting,
We can proceed.
and the visual language between all of them is so distinct that it genuinely looks kind of bad.
Rolling.
I got this covered.
I don't know, it's kind of just how I'm viewing it, I suppose.
Escalating aggression. How's that for access? Just like we discussed.
That decoy is really doing a lot for us. And then suddenly the entire team starts just freaking out because the decoy died. Was that a flashbang?
Receiving loud and clear. Tech drop. I'm on Overwatch.
actually not comes even. Oh my god, I can't believe you freaking missed that. Alright, deploy another decoy. Because I genuinely have no clue where to go from this. Okay. I'll leave everyone alone here. We'll figure this out. Alright, good. He ended up taking more damage than I think he can justify for that one. Alright, I think that guy's dead now. I don't think he's walking away from that, okay?
Taking offensive action. That's gonna bruise.
Just like we discussed. I don't think they want
Ah.
for Praxis.
I like how they even included the pained moans for the hologram. Like they just made it as authentic as possible. What'd you find on Twitter, Anarchy? Alright.
What are we doing?
What's our plan?
Okay, so now I gotta heal everyone up here. Cause those were some rough turns there. But the important thing here is that we've got most of what we needed done. As you said to stay in DMs. Let's take a look here. Oh, never mind.
Let's do this.
Keep it together, operative.
Wait, did it take them out? Or... Yep, they're down one. They're down one. That's more than we normally get. This is good.
Connection established.
On the move. Moving out.
Right, and because of the way that Warcry works, I think that should basically make them unable to attack at all. Because snipers are very slow attackers. This is going surprisingly well.
Running.
The main help is just that we're able to get all the stuff we need to get it all going. No, I'm probably gonna call it after I'm done with this one.
Repositioning, prioritizing speed.
Don't worry, I am prioritizing my health as usual.
Dashing ahead.
Moving.
All set. Channel open.
I think like most of this is basically done already. Cause this guy right here is totally cornered right now.
Engaging.
Oh! This is the guy who's been trying to go around stunning all of my people. Well, that might just make this more interesting then. It says using... Yeah, he's using exclusively neural weapons, which... I mean, listen. Progressive, non-lethal. Very, very progressive of him. Unfortunately, it's not gonna do him much good, though, due to the whole, you know... He's alone. He has only non-lethals. His damage output is,
Ready.
not gonna be too good. Wait, is this an arrow pistol?
Just need the right angle.
Yeah. Oh well.
Making haste. On the move. All set.
I don't know what happens if we paralyze these guys. Maybe we get something. Maybe not. I'd like it if we could resort to cannibalism, but... It is what it is. We've secured the lab and retrieved the research. We have not, however, managed to identify the origin of these pseudo-Synergian members. Their equipment seems authentic, but some of it is out of date. Perhaps they are members of a breakaway faction or another faction designed to undermine their reputation. Look, you don't need to undermine Synedrian's reputation with me. You just had to tell me that Synedrian is involved, and I'll immediately agree that, you know, they're the bad guys. I don't like Synedrian. How many people are currently at Phoenix Point? Oh wait, we can't get all of this stuff back from the vehicles. Yeah, let's scrap it then. Because I don't see myself using this thing much, because it's mostly used for healing and... Actually, wait, hold on. I need to take a look at how this works. Yeah, it's just like the Aspida just feels kind of useless in comparison to the... I'm building an armadillo. I'm building armadillo. I think they all take about the same amount of stuff to make, though. I think I got this how you do it. In exchange, I will scrap the spitter. Not abandoned, repurposed. Okay, manufacturing. Should probably make another shock lance. Or two, honestly. More Nerazers, because you need more paralysis gone. NTR, welcome, Steven. I wouldn't really say this game is much of a Fire Emblem. I tend to consider Fire Emblem and XCOM to be wholly different games. Anyways. But yeah, how's your day then, NTR? I'm gonna call it. Cause, it's late. I got work tomorrow. And, I think that's all. Let's see here. Who do we have to rate tonight? I think I'll give it to numbers tonight. At least over on Twitch. And then on YouTube, let's see what we have there. Because it's always different between the two. Why do I have that many concurrent viewers? Did somebody raid and I missed it? Anyways, I'm gonna go on ahead and raid Razor over on YouTube then. Why being so ugly? Cause they gotta be. They gotta be. They gots to be. I like when I play games and there's really not like nobody else is playing it, so they don't really know where I can send people. Anyways, Numbers is currently playing Duke Nukem 30. I will be back Monday. I have a fairly big announcement to make then. It's not health related. That's still in the gutter. But I'm working on it. It's a process. It's a process. Anyways. But, other than that, I'll be back I'll be back on Monday, doing an announcement as well as, just doing more Action Odyssey. It is a good announcement. Everybody seems questionably excited about that as a possibility. But no, that's never the case. Anyways, I will catch you guys later. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So good night.